Oh, I've got over 1 month's worth of comments to get through. And yes, welcome to another episode of Coffee and Comments. The last one I did should have been the last one, but I've been absolutely terrible once again. Um, just come off quite a bad cold, and I can hear myself and feel the vibrations in my right ear, and it's really fucking me off. And yeah, so my voice is probably going to get all croaky and dry as I do this, but yeah, I need to catch up with my comments. And yeah, no coffee in this. Gonna have a can of the Hallo Ich bin Raspberry Berliner Weisse from Mikkeller, which you can now pick up from Marks and Spencer's. And this is actually the first beer of the week, and it's Friday today. Uh, that's the great thing about when you're ill. You don't seem to have the need or want to drink. So, yeah. Plus, as I was having this cold, broke up with the girl who I've been seeing for a month. So yeah, it's been an interesting week so far. So I think I've deserved this beer. But yeah, I've got a month's worth of comments to get through, so I thought I'd just shoot video on a Friday night and look like a shitty hacker from a 90s indie movie, but oh well. Terribly lit. It's a clueless drink video, what did you expect? But yeah, beer in the glass. Looks like cranberry juice, doesn't it? And I'll be making weird grunty sounds and wiping my nose and all sorts of lovely stuff. So let's see if we can get anything on the nose. I'm not really getting too much because I'm a little bit still congested. And yeah, a little bit of raspberry. So let's give it a taste. Really not getting too much from that. But oh well. Not really been in the mood to drink anything either, to be honest. So, yeah, good thing if you want to stop drinking for a little bit, just get ill. Anyway, so let's crack on with this. Starting from my Christmas ale review from Anchor. Yes, we're going that far back. And got a comment from Rod Terrio, Louisiana Beer Reviews, who said, I really enjoyed this year's vintage. Good job, Anchor. You have a happy Christmas too. It's been years since I've seen Fuller's Vintage Ale in Louisiana. Yeah, that Christmas ale was gorgeous. Dead cheap as well. So, next time in Beermoth, I'm going to see if they've got any left over from Christmas last year, because I thought that was lovely. Just like a lovely, dark, strong, classic American ale. That's probably fallen out of favour and not sexy. I hate people who use the term sexy when it's not. Well, I hate people who use the term sexy when it's aimed at people, but when it's about inanimate objects, especially when it comes to beer and beer trends, fucking hell. Yeah, but thank you, Ron. Hope you had a lovely Christmas too, even though we're very fastly. Although we are, look at that. What's going on with this? Do you know what? Fuck it. Let's just do that, shall we? Like I've just had an electric shock. Yeah, I didn't have any hairspray, so I sleeped my hair back today, and it just descended into this absolute, utter, appalling. It's like a shit Dragon Ball Z cosplay. Anyway, but yeah, thank you, Rob. Next comment is from the Spontan Double Cassis from Mikkeller. Got a comment from Adam Johnson. Spontan Bosel is only 14 whole English pounds in Crosby Bottle Shop. Can't justify that on 750ml bomber if I don't like it. Yeah, it's a risky one. I'd say if you're going into that blind, but I paid nearly double that, well, more than double for my bottle. But I love pesto, and I love the idea of a sour beer that tastes like pesto. It kind of tasted like pesto, but I really enjoyed it, so my gamble paid off. But that's something that I would, if you're going to give it a try, if there's a couple or a few of yous, just all chip in and get it. Definitely worth it. Definitely worth it, in my opinion. Thank you, Adam. Then we got a comment from Powerlize1, and this was for a response to my review of Hybrid Moments from Frau Gruber. So they write, totally agree, especially those last 3 releases, while Dimension Shifter is actually a re-release, are pretty stunning in my opinion, the best New England IPAs we have in Germany. You might also want to try Brewheart beers if you have a chance. Both Frau Gruber and Brewheart brew at the Camber Brewery, I think. Well, thank you very much, Powerlize1. Yeah, I've always said I absolutely love America. Germany's craft beer scene. I've had some absolutely stellar beers, and yeah, Frau Gruber up there with one of the best beer producers in the country at the moment. And we get a little bit more of their stuff coming into the UK, so, you know, are we talking Europe's potential answer to Other Half? I don't know. We shall see. And yeah, anyway, thank you for that comment. Then we go to A Fire by the Mines, which was Cloudwater's beer. I got a comment from regular James Rothwell, who wrote, love this beer and I agree with you about Other Half. Verdant seems to have gone off the boil. Maybe a reissue of Putty will get them back up there. Apologies about the burp, my mid-read. I was probably overly praising Other Half, because every beer that I've had that's even had their name attached to them has been fantastic. Verdant, I've not had a Verdant beer for about 4 months. Mind you, I didn't really have too much of their stuff towards the end of 2019 either. Plus, I've been hearing really mediocre feedback with some of their even like more hyped releases. But yeah, to be honest, I haven't really seen Verdant out and about. The only place I really used to see it loads was Northern Beer Temple in Wigan, but I've not been there for absolutely ages, so I'm long overdue a visit. Do you know what? I might because I might be going to Manchester this weekend, or I might just keep it local, go to a few places nearby, do a bit of an ale trail without breaking the bank. Plus, Manchester will still be feeling the after effects of the Friends and Family festival and the Fringe events, so it'll probably be full of really overly pretentious and cubtish craft beer people. I mean, I go there a lot and I go to the same places, but do you know what I mean? The people who are like, ugh, just some people who I just can't stand when it comes to like, oh, big hype beers and stuff like that. But yeah, so I might pick up a few Verdant beers actually this weekend if I see them. But yeah, reissue of Putty will get the back up there. I'm not sure did they reissue Putty recently? Was it Putty? I can't remember. But that, yeah, just where have they gone? Like what's happened to them? Or maybe you just tend to see a bit more of negative reaction when it comes to this sort of stuff. Anyway, but yeah, thank you, James, for that one. Next up, we've got a comment from Matt Binks on my Common Grounds and Northern Star Coffee Porter face-off. 2 good beers, not bad. Not had Common Grounds for a bit. I'll have to pick up some next time I see it. Yeah, just textbook example of the style. And I think I said in that little face-off, if Common Grounds, if we had the flavour and like nuances of Common Grounds, but the body of Northern Star, you've got like almost untouchable coffee porter there. But then again, I personally think Common Grounds is somewhat untouchable. But cheers for that comment, Matt. Then I got a comment from Paul, PA Brew News, who YouTube's telling me is a top commenter. So sucks and fucks for you, my friend. And on my review of the Fuller's Vintage Ale 2019, my ears fucking annoy me. And he wrote, a month ago, I'll do my 2015 tomorrow. And I can't remember if I've actually watched that video or not, so I'll definitely have to do that while I'm waiting for this to upload and all that sort of stuff. And on the same video, I've got a few more comments. Next one is from Terry, from Terry's Quick Beer Reviews, who says, hello, Mr. Clueless. Happy New Year, bud. Cheers. And to you too, you and yours, Terry. Hope you're doing well. Always look forward to seeing more videos from you, my friend. And then we've got a comment from Dean on the same video. Dean's Beer Reviews, who says, Happy New Year, Peter. Hope you have a lovely 2020, my friend. All the best. Cheers. It's not too bad so far. You little few setbacks here and there, but who doesn't have setbacks, do you know what I mean? So why would you dwell on them? But yeah, can't complain. And I hope you and yours are having a good one. And I'm looking forward to doing more live stuff this year with you, Dean. We've not done something for ages, and hopefully some more meetups. Then I got another comment from Ron Terrio on my Pirate Triple Hop review, which was review 1012, and he wrote, I think Triple Hop is a great offering from that company. It is. I think it was the best of the bunch that I had from that little box, I would say. No, actually, I think I didn't. No, I'm thinking of the 9000, aren't I? Because I thought Triple Hop was quite dull, quite disappointing. I remember now. See, this is the burden of being an ignorant cunt on YouTube and social media. You should see it when you personal message me. Yeah, I forget what a lot of these things are, so it almost warrants this video useless, doesn't it? But oh well, but appreciate the comment, my friend. Then I got a comment on the Fuller's Vintage Ale from a good friend Adam Johnson, who says, Happy New Year, Peter. Randomly picked this up earlier at Waitrose, £6, as my local bottle shop closed for the day. See, that's the good thing about supermarkets now, is if your bottle shop has to close for a day, or you've missed the opening hours, nearly dropped my laptop then, you've got some good options in your supermarkets and some nice limited releases. So cheers for the comment, bud. There we go to my Lost Cosmonauts review from North Brewing Company. And a comment from Anthony Price, who wrote, Great beer, great review. For me, the Cloudwater Brewdog collaboration just edges it, but it's really just like deciding which gold ingot is your favourite. And I think you've summarised that absolutely perfectly, Anthony. And I still need to pick up, because the one in Burscough that I went to, mind you, I've not been to that Tesco in Burscough for a while, so Adam, if you're watching this and you've been recently, have they restocked it? Because I want to do a head-to-head. And I also want to do a head-to-head of the Brewdog and Cloudwater IPA, comparing the supermarket one to the one you get from Brewdog directly, just to see if there are any differences. I don't think there will be, but whatever. And yeah, I think we're getting some new beers in March, aren't we, in Tesco's, including a new range of hazy... like a hazy series from Brewdog, including a 9% one. So some nice triple IPAs. I love a good New England style triple IPA, so I'm all for that. But yeah, it's like picking which is your favourite child, and yeah, gold ingot. If anybody wants to send gold ingots to me, then feel free to do so, but whatevs. Then I got a comment on my Scour Scandinavia Spontan Sea book form review from Lee Russell, who wrote, I liked Hereditary, but it took 2 watches. It's a real slow build, but I thought the payoff and the performances were really strong. Yeah, there was some standout moments in the film. I'm not going to go into them now, just in case people haven't seen the film, because there's a lot of stuff that can be spoilt for you. But I don't know, I get frustrated with his style of filmmaking, because I tried to watch Midsummer and it was just a write-off. I could not finish that film. But appreciate the comment, Lee. Hope you're doing well. Then we go to my Black Cab Stout review from Fuller's, which was kindly gifted to me with a few other Fuller's beers from Deansbury Reviews, who actually has wrote a comment. He goes, You're welcome, my friend, and yes, would love to do a few lives once again with you. A plan for 2020. Cheers, bud. It's a steady old school stout, no bells or whistles. Does the job if you're feeling like a few dark ones to knock back. Perfectly sums it up. Not every beer you have to have should go to an extreme. But yeah, it's just a classic. I want more of it. So I'll have to pick up some more on my travels. Then we've got a comment from Ashley Sexton, one of the Canadian folk on my San Miguel Selector review, which was kindly gifted to me from Harry, Blue Nose Beer Reviews. And he goes, I think you were thinking of Tatra. I was probably referring to a shitty high alcohol lager. So there we go. But appreciate the comment, Ashley. There we go, back to my Lost Cosmonauts review, and Adam Johnson, who I actually asked a question earlier in this video, so why haven't you answered me? Humour. Thanks for describing the place I grew as a wasteland, lol. Still better than Scan. Also, Berska has 2 train stations, where Scan has 0. By the way, are there any supermarket ones you're missing? Prescott Tesco seems to have a lot, so he's kind of answered my question, and dissed Scan again, rightfully so. But Wasteland. Did I mean beer wasteland, or did I actually say that Bursco's a wasteland? There are some pubs that I've seen in Bursco that I want to try, and I think there's a few that go along the canal that goes through Bursco as well. I remember a few boozy days as a teenager, taking walks to Bursco, going to pubs and stuff. But yeah, a bit of that Skem Bants going on there as well. But yeah, thank you for the comment. And yeah, I'll have to check out Prescott. Not just for Tesco's, but see what else there is in Prescott. Anyway, excuse me. Then we go over to the San Miguel Selector review one more time. And then a comment from Lemon Drops. He says, I enjoy your content, man. Could you review Orange Boom Red? I have been trying some of the high strength shitty macro lagers recently with my potential alter ego, which I'm sure there'll be comments on that video a little bit later on. But yeah, I've seen it, but it's only available in a 4-pack at £5.50, and I'm not sure if I want to commit to that just for a video. But you never know. I'll probably. I've spent much more money on less things. Do you know what I mean? It's not gonna cripple me for 2 weeks, is it? Spending £5 on 4 cans of beer. So yeah, I'll do it. You'll know I'll do it. I'll do it. You know I'll do it. Anyway, then we but yeah, Lemon Drops. You will get a dedication, my friend, because I think you've asked me a few times to do Orange Boom. So I will get around to it because I enjoy doing those videos. Then we go to Salt Beer Factory with my review of the Hookerback New England IPA. And got a comment from B-Norby3 who wrote, Hookerback New England IPA, 9 out of 10. So I don't know if he's referencing my scores or if he's doing his own scores, because I think that's how he comments on videos. But a comment's a comment, and I appreciate it. Thank you for watching. And also, Adam adds a quick comment on his comment on the Lost Cosmonauts, and also a very arse-centric video. Yes, I was talking a lot about ladies' behinds in that video, as well as, well, I can't remember what the word is, but I just like a nice bottom. I'm sorry. Doesn't mean I'm a pig. Doesn't mean I'm sexist. I just appreciate a nice bottom. I'm sorry. And unfortunately, the girls in North Brewtap were knee-high, waist-high, cut-off denim shorts. What am I supposed to do? Anyway, plus, do you know what? If the guys were, I wouldn't care. Liberate your arse. Show it to the world. Show whatever you've got. Anyway, but yeah, maybe I'm a little bit sexist. I don't know. Maybe I am a little bit of a camera drinker. Anyway, that's a joke, by the way. We're going over to my Perlenbacher Premium Pills review with a comment from Jack Reed, who says, I think Perlenbacher was originally German-made and it mentioned their purity laws on the label. The new Perlenbacher is French and the purity law is off the labels. From the taste, I'd happily bet it was the glucose syrup. It has glucose syrup and maybe other new ingredients too. Yes, my voice is even more camp and even more annoying when I'm ill. The Perlenbacher Premium Pills and Premium Lager are okay drinks, but have gone a step back in quality for sure. I'll have to try them. I definitely will. Funny enough, Simon's. Why did I click? Simon, when I'm looking up, out the corner of my eye, I look like Jim Jarmusch with my hair, but without any of the talent. Although I'm not a big fan of his films. But, yeah, Simon is... we did a click again. Simon is in it. Well, was in Italy. He was on holiday, and he had, I think, like the French version of Perlenbacher, or the Italian version, brewed in France. So it's funny that I read this comment, which was posted a month ago. But anyway, but yeah, that would make perfect sense. I'll have to pick up another can, do a face-off between Perlenbacher and Rheinbacher. Ooh, quality content there. Then we go to my review of the New York Blueberry Cheesecake chocolate and maple topping from Brewery Keys, and I can't remember what the other brewery's called because it only shows a portion of the title of the video. Seven Islands, I think it was. And got a comment from Matt Binks who says, had an Imperial Stout Keys did. I know that's how you pronounce Keys. With North Brewco, it was amazing, like Drifter chocolate bar in liquid form. Sounds good. Sounds damn good. If that's floating about, I'm picking up a can of that for sure. And here we go. So Adam Johnson writes a comment on my Vault City Brewing review of the Blood Orange Sour. Again, kindly gifted to me from my good friend Harry from Blue Nose Brew Reviews. Need a drink. Throat's gonna crumble. It's so dry. And he jokingly writes, Lidl bought them yesterday. Because, yeah, they're one of those breweries, like, the brewery to look out for. Which they just always end up fizzling away, don't they? So don't overhype your breweries ahead of time. Just let them have a natural growth. Because look at all those breweries who we've like been pumping up and like are just falling to the wayside. Verdant, for example. But always appreciate your comments, Adam. And let's see, we've got a comment on my Easy Answers IPA from Burning Sky. A comment from Teddy Slick who says, how's your Italian film collection these days? You can see a little bit. It's slowly growing back. I am slowly getting back into the collection of DVDs and things like that. But Teddy Slick, is this from my Mondo Squalido days? I can't remember. It's getting there. It's definitely getting there. But yeah, I might do a video actually of my DVD collection. Isn't that exciting? Then I got another comment on the Easy Answers IPA from Freddie Krulicker, the Saint of St. Ides, who goes, good old ba, BA, good old ba, sub Diane. So thank you, one of the malt liquor tubers, YouTube drinking community. Then I got a comment on my Boredom Double from Brewery Van Steenberg from Ron Terry, says, I love this ale. It was damn good. I really enjoyed it. And then we go to the bourbon, the Barrel Aged Caribbean Chocolate Cake 2019 vintage from Siren, and got a lovely comment from Paul, who's defending my honour by saying, what feminist cookboy pig disliked this video? Exactly, you fucking incels. Even though I'd probably fall into that category. Whatever. Then we go back to the New York Blueberry Cheesecake. And then Adam writes, one hand on my coffee and one hand on my phone. You have a filthy mind. Good review. Note to self, don't drop in peace stouts. No, that's never a good thing. Never a good thing. In fact, it's probably one of the stickiest mistakes you'll ever make. And that's not a pun going back to me holding my phone. Anyway, I don't know why I do humour, because it just does not work. Then we go to my review of the Erdegerzer White Vermouth Fooders version from Mikkeller and Brewery Bonn. And a comment from Matt Barker, who says, was there another one a few months ago? American Gout. Your review sounds very similar to the taste notes I thought about that one. I wonder what we'll get this month in the box. I can't remember what we got in last month's box from Mikula. I've got a shit ton of Mikula reviews backed up, but I need to have other stuff reviewed as well, so I can put it in between. But yeah, American Gout, I've still got my bottle of that. That's what I'm saving for other people, because it's wasted just drinking a full bottle of that on my own. Okay, now my throat is really starting to hurt. Probably having an acidic sour beer was not the best choice. But thank you for the comment, Matt. I genuinely can't remember what was in the box. It wasn't a head, though. Anyway, then we go to my review of Old Engine Oil from Harvey's Town. Beautiful beer, by the way. With a comment from Lodi, or Lodi. I'm not sure how that's pronounced. I do apologise. And they wrote, great review, even if it cuts out rather abruptly at the end. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck happened then. I really don't. Rate Beer has an illustration of an older bottle with the word Porter on it. Presumably a marketing decision to drop it. Probably to try and just like say this is its own thing. But no matter what, it's a damn good beer and highly, highly recommended and a true classic. Then I got a comment from Neil before Grod, which was from Torside. And that comment comes from a good friend, James, from Rampant Line Beer Reviews, who is now a daddy with a wee bun. He's got a wee bun hanty. He's going to be a wee ween soon enough. Anyway, don't do a Scottish accent, Peter. And he wrote, definitely to get hold of some more of the Torside things. Sure, it was a smoked barley wine that I had from them. Sounds an absolute beast, dude. If they open a tap room, then we are most definitely going. I think they do have a tap room. I think they do. And they also do a smoked beer festival, so we need to get that sorted, James. As well as all the other trips that we've talked about. Then we've got a comment from Adam Johnson on a on my review or revisit of Sierra Nevada's Torpedo Extra IPA, which was such a good revisit. I've forgotten how good that beer is. And he wrote, what's a lights out beer? I have no idea, Adam. Because I'm a fucking idiot and don't answer comments when they've been written. Now, Ron Terrio says, it's one of my all-time favourite IPAs. I'm drinking a Stone IPA as I play this video review. I've not had that for a while. But then again, we only get access to the Stone Berlin version, which from all accounts is inferior to it, even though, yeah, they've been brewing it for a while now. Then we've got a comment on the same video from Paul. I will say, for this beer specifically, I always prefer the cans, smelt like the film festival, keeping those film references alive, don't know what that was, to the bottle. I'd love to try in a can, but you never really see Sierra Nevada stuff in a can, aside from like the California IPA, which they released here in the UK, which was really nice actually. Really nice, simple IPA. Now we get to the fun stuff. We're having a look at this Skull Super, and which is of course from Carlsberg Group, hashtag YouTube drinking community. And all hail the ale writes, I like the honesty in this video, Peter. Kudos for it. Enjoy whatever beer you want. Cheers, bud. Yeah, it was a good beer. I enjoyed it. And it was a heavy beer. And I'd probably get way too carried away if I enjoyed it too much. I know it's got the reputation, and I kind of see why it does. But it's not bad for a high-strength, low-cost beer. And then Paul responded to his comment, all hail the ale subbed. Cheers. Do appreciate it, my friend. And yeah, it's good to see a little bit of interaction going on. And then all hail the ale responded, cheers bud, checking out your channel as we speak. So there we go. Clueless drinker, shit content, big heart, bringing people together. And then Paul also writes, I do know what you mean. Sometimes I want a proper pint of beer. The conversation between friends is much more important. Yeah, exactly. I don't know what I said in that video to warrant that response, but yeah. Then we've got my review of Special Brew, also from Carlsberg Group. And got a comment from UK Beer Reviews and British Beers. Let me just open that channel in a new tab, because I don't think I've subscribed. And they wrote, I love Special Brew. I will subscribe, no videos on it, but I don't care. I'll subscribe to channels that don't have videos on. Shoot me. And then I got a comment on the same video from Lemon Drops again, who wrote Orange Boom next. It's coming. It's coming, Lemon Drops. Don't you worry. By the way, all the people I've mentioned down below, look them up on YouTube and subscribe. Check them out. Let's see. And then we go up to the Ramsbury Brewery, who our good friend Harry from Billio's Beer Reviews works for, and having a look at their milk stout, which is lovely. And again, gifted to me by the one and only Harry from Blue Nose Beer Reviews, who avoided a lot of potential flack recently. That's distasteful, even if you don't know what it means, but I don't care. Harry knows what I'm talking about. Anyway, Terrified Wheat, terrified by the Linkle Dingle. I don't know what Linkle Dingle is, but I think we've all been there though, in a strange way. Then he wrote a comment on my review of Skull Super. Oh my god, Peter, I know the beer selection in this game is quite bad, but come on, do you need some hashtag beer mail? We need to get that arranged, and again, it goes back to me being a terrible human being and not responding to people's messages, because I see them and I go, oh, I'm gonna write back, completely forget about it. My family literally hate me for it, but yeah, we need to get a beer swap sorted. We really, really do. And then he wrote on the Special Brew review, difference between Elephant and Special Brew is what kind of testicles are soaked in it during the fermentation process. Yeah, big elephant balls. I think I do add a little bit more character and complexity to Carlsberg Elephant, but my testicles in my glass of Special Brew didn't really add too much, and there was just like little bits afterwards. I don't know what was going on, but all those bants, hashtag bants. So then we go to the Friedrich Stahl Triple Bock review, and got a comment from Pompey Corner, who says, why didn't you shoot the video after the cleaning was done? And I'm going to answer that question by reading Paul's response. Pompey Corner, what kind of fun would that be? Exactly. And then blah 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 no blah 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 wrote in response to Paul, ha 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 ha. That interaction though only seems to happen to Paul. And then same video got the legend that is Teku Murray, who wrote, sounds incredible. I think you would definitely dig that one, you, especially because I know you like German beer, and I know you like the Friedrich Stahl cherries. I need to get another bottle of that cherry wine, because that was absolutely gorgeous. But here we go. Let's see. Next up, I had to think for a second then. Hang on. A new channel to me, so give them that a subscribe. Got a comment from Mersey Beers on my harrowing adventure of walking home from work at night in Skelmersdale review, which quite a few people who I know outside of YouTube have somehow watched that video. Plus they usually have to drive from Ormskirk first. Yeah. A fate I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy, quite frankly. Why am I so quick to dismiss areas surrounded Skelmersdale? I don't know what it is. Come at me, Wigan. Come at me. In fact, let's subscribe that to that channel. There we go. I've subscribed to you, Maisie Beers, by the way. Oh god, I've got a runny nose and it's really fucking annoying me. I swear way too much, I'm sorry. Got a comment on my review of the breakfast toast with Tesco's Donuts from 71 Brewing. That's not the name of the beer. It was breakfast toast. Breakfast style paired with donuts because I'm a fat bastard. Got a comment from Hera's Kitchen. Nice video. I subscribed 424. Can you support me back? No. And then we go back to the Friedrichstahl Triple Bock review with another comment from Matt, who is a fellow Beer Club subscriber, who wrote, I thought this was real nice winter beer. I thought it was boozy, but in a good way. Although the beer was boozy, it wasn't harsh, and it was real warming on the chest. This was an absolute belter. I've read negative comments about the series on the Beer Club forum, but I've discovered since I've been a member there are a hell of a lot of snobs on there. There are, unfortunately, and a lot of them will be in Manchester over this weekend. Fucking wanking each other off over Trillium and Other Half and like American Slur and all the hype breweries that have come to the festival. And of course, Rob from Hop Scene will be on the floor surrounded by them, just like, put in my glass, lads, put in my glass. Because that's how Rob from Hop Scene talks, apparently. But yeah, just beer snobbery. I know every hobby can be snobby. Don't use that pun again. But yeah, just, oh my god, just get the fuck over yourselves. Really, it's beer. You don't make the beer, you just drink it. But yeah, agree with that. And yeah, I thought they were really nice. Upon reflection, I don't really get the bock too much, but they were just good, stronger, winter, warming beers. And the booziness was just right, even though I don't think that I mentioned that in the videos themselves. But yeah, thank you as always, Matt, for your comments. Then we go back to the breakfast toast review. And Billy D wrote, they look lovely, damn. And yeah, their donuts are really nice from Tesco's, actually. Highly recommended if you want some gourmet donuts. Then we go back to the special brew, and got a comment from Luke Robertson, who wrote, nice video, mate, keeping things in context. Yeah, I think it's been a really positive feedback from that review, or response, I should say. Because you drink something like that, and it's either going to be piss poor, it could be amazing, but all you need to do, if you're not enjoying it, pour away and drink a beer that you might enjoy more. And then just don't be an absolute twat about it, because there's nothing more tedious than hearing grown men whine about beer. And, but yeah, cheers for that, bud. Then we go to Jack Hammer from Brewdog, and Adam writes, Mr. President is still in 4 for £6 at Asda. That, I can't remember. I think I misremembered it in my review of Jack Hammer, which, by the way, was wank. But I couldn't remember if I actually quite enjoyed Mr. President. But yeah, I got a little bit excited when I saw Jack Hammer again. But it was just like, this is not the beer. Nowhere near is this the beer. It's a bigger fuck up, right? Jack Hammer is a bigger fuck up to Brewdog than Bloody Hell is to Beavertown. Two amazing beers that have just been completely slapped around and kicked out of a window. Do you know what I mean? And just left to rot on the floor. A bit over the top in my description then, but you know what I mean. Then we go to my review of Neapolitan from Northern Monk, when I kind of unintentionally did, and well, I had to because I had loads of Northern Monk reviews. I did a little bit of a Northern Monk week, but never announced it and never acknowledged it because all the reviews were reviewed completely separate from each other, obviously. And got a comment from Tony Howard, who's back on the scene, been watching his recent videos. Always love a bit of Tony Howard. Can't go wrong with Tony. And he wrote, I had one of these and it was my favourite. Not I've had too many of the style. Yeah, the whole ice cream sort of and I'm not wearing pants, so I'm trying to hide my knees. Yeah, these like lactose IPAs and pale ales, I think a lot of time they don't really work. But I think Neapolitan worked quite nicely. But it's far from my favourite Northern Monk beer. Then we've got the review of the Day of the Deaf from Northern Monk, and a comment from Paul, who wrote, "Well, we have shared some tender hotel moments, but you see, Paul, I prefer to remember the not so tender moments." Then we go to Carlsberg Danish Pilsner. Another comment from Tony. Nice and fair review. Well done. And I like you do like a lager. It's probably one of my all-time favourite styles. It really, really is. My voice, what's going on? Then we've got a comment from iSkillCon1, who says it was shit before and the new recipe is still shit. 3 thumbs down. Well, I'm deeply offended and I feel attacked. But yeah, I can see why people don't like it. Then we've got a comment on Day of the Deaf from Jenkins. Horrendous thumbnail, as always. Finally, someone's noticed. Yeah, they have been really wank, haven't they? Because I've said it loads, the proper camera on my phone, I dropped it, the lens got all knackered, so it doesn't focus. You get these marks around there, so I have to do like the selfie camera and then try and angle it, but a lot of time I'm just like, oh, that looks okay on the phone, but blown up on a screen looks awful. But clueless drinker, what do you expect? Then we've got a review of the Blackbird from Runaway Brewery and Squawk Brewing Company. Bit of a Manchester collaboration there for you. I've got a comment from Matt Binks, who says, I've had a couple from Squawk, not bad, never had an imp stout from them. I think Squawk are quite low-key, but I think they deserve a little bit more praise and respect than they get, to be honest. But then being in Manchester, you've got a lot of competition close by, but then is it really competition or is it more community based? Do you know what I mean? Plus, people go from brewery to brewery to brewery to brewery when they, work. Do you know what I mean? So it's not like, well, we're going to try and ruin the other brewery. But I think Squawk are a damn fine little outfit, and Runaway just a good, consistent brewery. They really both are. Highly recommended if you see their stuff. And I think I've had a coffee stout from Squawk prior to this, and got an IPA or double IPA in the Michelob Club box, which I've yet to upload. Paul, of course, says it would definitely be a bit thin. For me, cheers, sexy. As always, beautiful. Then we go to one of the best beers that I've had in a while. The Persistence is Utah from Cloudwater. Okay, so £8.95 does put that at a very high end of beer for me. I have to say, Peter, I thought your channel was shabby chic. It is for the most part. It did sting a little when I bought that can. But sometimes it is worth it, I'd say. Although I do like a nice bargain when it comes to beer. I like to be thrifty in no matter what I do, to be honest. But yeah, after hearing how much Rob enjoyed the beer, I was like, getting a can. But yeah, I don't know. It could have been a couple of quid cheaper, to be honest. Let's just say that. So then I got a comment from my review of Hybrid Moments from Dan Travels. In fact, Dan's reviewed or commented on another Frau Gruber review that I did. Hybrid Moments, just add 3-month-old can and it's so good. No hot burn at all, super fruity and tropical, beautiful mouthfeel. Total agree with your opinion. The best in Germany, even like them more than first for your check. Yeah, Frau Gruber are just doing a phenomenal job. And Hybrid Moments was one of my favourite beers of 2019. And I'm gutted that there aren't any more cans of that in Beermuff. And then I got a review, I keep calling comments reviews. Got a comment on my Sympathy for Rebellion IPA. Mental beer again by Frau Gruber. You're wrong with the ABV in the description. Smiley face. At this point, ladies and gentlemen, what do you expect? But yeah, I'll have to get that amended. Or maybe not, because that's the Clueless Drinker way. Then we go to North Brew & Co. and their collab with Brewery de Molen on their Triple XK Mild. And a comment from a good friend, Philip Walker, who likes his milds. So it's good to see that he's commented on this. Sounds great, Peter. Sounds great, Peter. Sounds great, Peter. Would really like to try it. You can't beat a decent mild. Being a Lancastrian, it's just got to be done. Nice one, mate. Cheers. Yeah, milds all the fucking way. And not in like that hipster, ironic, oh, landlord's amazing sort of mentality. I love a mild. And they're dead cheap as well. And they fill you up, and it's like you don't need food afterwards. Winner, winner for me. Even though I will end up eating food anyway. Then we go to the Weight of Gold from Burt Mill Brewery, which was the Mikkeller Beer Club exclusive. Impy Stout. How long's this video been going on for? Thank you for watching, by the way. I just enjoy your ramblings. I don't really care that I'm likely to get my hands on a can of this. Thank you, Brendan Nolan. I do genuinely appreciate that. YouTube's a good way for me to let off steam, because I can't talk like this to like people in the house. There's not too many people in my, life who, I can get so emotive when it comes to stuff like beer with. So it's a nice release for me, and the fact that people like to sit here and watch me just talk shit, even though I'll probably be completely different in person. Because I do get really quite anxious, I've come to realise. But yeah, so I do genuinely appreciate that, my friend. And I'm glad you're enjoying the videos. But yeah, I do really appreciate that. So then I've got a few comments on my OJ Strong 8.5% review, which was when I went full YouTube drinking community. And I will go back to that, especially when doing my Orangi Boom. There you go, lemon drops. So I got a comment from a couple of the big boys from the community. Machiavelli UK Drinker. Cheers, Mac. And he wrote, cheers, bro. Great video. Appreciate that, my man. Then we've got a comment from Freddie Krulicker, once again. LOL, masked up, bro. Yeah, it was the best I could do on the spur of the moment, but it's quite fucking creepy. Could you imagine me bursting in someone's room with like just a coat on and that mask? In fact, don't. Just don't. Because it might happen. Especially when I'm ominously lit. I'm not lit. I don't use that word in that sense, because I'm fat, overweight, and I'm white. Then I got a comment from Swiggin Steve, which, by the way, I've said this multiple times, I'm still getting around to doing that Tesco, or my response to your Tesco video. I will pick some stuff up while I'm out this weekend. And he wrote, never tried these beers yet. You might not want to. Well, going off this one, not worth it. But I will try them if I get my hands on them. Had a flatmate that listened to noise rock. You know when he was in his room, that is for sure. Yeah, I can imagine. I wanted to fit in with that aesthetic, but didn't really have any sort of like classic trance stuff. Do you know what I mean? Or anything like that, that wouldn't immediately get flagged down for copyright. So I had some bootleg, random consumer electronics, industrial noise from like the 70s and 80s. So I thought that'll be suitable. But it's dead tinny because this MacBook is not loud at all because it's dying on its arse. But cheers for the comments, Steve. They've got a couple of comments on my review of Yankee and Kraut's Heart Waves, which again, thank you to Brian and Max for sending a couple of cans. I will be in Germany to drink with you, don't you worry. And, well, in fact, there are talks of myself and Mr. Hopsine having a bit of a German travel. So maybe we can kill two birds with one stone and a lot of beers while we do it. So Power Lies 1 wrote, actually, Yankee and Kraut got me onto your channel years ago. Sounds great, must try that one, but didn't yet run across it. I think it's in quite a few bottle shops now in Germany, in Bavaria, and especially the likes of music. I think Biavana are stocking it, Gachenka, Uaza, a couple of the Biotics, I should say, are stocking it as well, according to the post on Facebook. But yeah, a really solid New England style IPA, and you know, it's there with the stuff I've had from Frau Gruber, Check. I know I only reference those two German craft breweries because we just don't get the stuff over it. It's a damn shame. And I will be on the lookout for Brewheart. But yeah, maybe I'll have to do a sort of a German craft beer trade sort of thing up. I'll send some UK stuff out and we'll do a trade for some. If anybody in Germany is watching this or visits Germany, wants to bring some beers back, let's get something sorted, man. I want more German beers on the channel. But I really appreciate that, and I'm glad to see that you came from good people to this. But I do appreciate it. Then I got a comment from Freddie Krulak who says, looks like Machiavelli's orange squash and cider concoction. I would not disagree. And then we've got a comment from He Was Number One. And going back to my review of Ivan Ramen Tabiru from Mikla Brewing San Diego. A definite great pair with ramen, great review. Thank you. I still need to do a beer and ramen video. In fact, I'm toying with the idea of doing frozen pizza reviews because I've got a soft spot for supermarket pizzas. You could get some really high quality ones and not pay too much. And also just doing loads of different ramen reviews and that sort of stuff. But yeah, that was a damn good lager from what I remember. Thank you, He Was Number One. You're definitely number one to me. But you cringy bastard, Pia, even when you're joking. Coming towards the end of the comments, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a long one, but not many people complain. They do. Oh, they do. And got a comment on my Hello, Ich bin double from Mikola, from Paul. I just figured you were automatically aroused as soon as you hit the record button. How did you think I pressed the record button? And then he also wrote a comment on my Hello, Ich bin Friedrichsthal Cherry Berliner Weisse. Loads of Friedrichsthal stuff on the channel recently. Hope you got well presented on your birthday. Ha 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 ha. Cheers, brother. Yeah, it was alright. It was nice to actually have what was the sound? I don't know. But yeah, it was a good, simple birthday. I drank some nice beers. That's all you need. And I appreciate that, my friend. And then the last comment is from Greg Bullman on my review of Valverde, which is the double IPA from Bascand Brewing and Other Half. And see, this is why I enjoy the comments, because I get to learn stuff when I do videos. Guessing the artwork is a nod to Spanish cyclist called Valverde. The stripes look like his cycling top, and I looked that up before I started, and it makes... yes, it is. I'm so fucking uncultured. I'm so uncultured. So I appreciate that, my friend. And yeah, that was a damn good beer as well. Have we got any spam comments? Oh, we've got one comment that's being held for review, which, surprise, surprise, is from Paul, and likely spam. So let's get the likely spam sorted. So this is from my review of Dreamline Forms #2 from Northern Monk Brewing Company, brewed in collaboration with SKGN, Neon Raptor, Indie Hops, and a Maltings company. Great work, mate. I recommend using smzzeus.com exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, space, exclamation mark, space. It's the best way to grow your channel. Oh, that's not spam at all. Balius, whatever your name is. And then the comment that was held for review because it was potentially inappropriate was from Paul on my Vintage Ale review. And he wrote, "Oh yes, it's a doozy, and you know I don't like censorship on the channel, so I'm just reading it as it is. Putting fresh tropical hops in an ale that is meant to be aged to maturity is fucking retardation at its finest. What the fuck is the new cunt head brewer thinking?" And I will approve that comment because I don't delete comments or block people. And yeah, there you go. That's the thing that's annoyed me about the recent vintage ales is it's gone dark. It went a little bit dark in that comment. It's always dark with Paul, especially in his dungeon. Yeah, they're putting these like fresh hops, like fruity, citrusy hops in beers that you're supposed to drink like years down the line. Doesn't make any sense to me. Neither does my inability to respond to comments in a efficient manner. So again, I do apologise. Fresh slate, I will keep on top of them. How many times does a junkie say they'll stay clean? You know what I mean? Thank you for putting up with this, by the way. I can't formulate a sentence without my nose like blocking and making noise like bling and bling, and words just not linking together, and then getting nasally, then getting that weird throaty sound. I think I've like reverted the healing of my illness with this video from all the talking. I might as well have just been drinking like really watered down juice because I can't taste anything and I've slightly wasted the beer. But I needed something to drink while I was doing this and I couldn't be arsed going downstairs with a coffee. So yeah, anybody I've mentioned in this video, go look them up on YouTube. Do wholeheartedly appreciate it, and I apologise once again that it's come to this point where I'm having to do a coffee and comments video. But yeah, some good stuff in there. And I do appreciate each and every one of you who watches, likes, shares, comments, dislikes, writes threatening comments, then deletes them. I love it. I absolutely love it. And yeah, I do wholeheartedly appreciate it. Anyway, cheers for watching. And yeah, hope you all take care. And yeah, let's hope we don't have to do this again for a long time. And if we do a little bit of a chat, it'll just be a general sort of chat thing. Anyway, I've got to stop now. I do actually need a hot drink, and I've just slapped my naked knee. So that's an image for you. Anyway, cheers for watching, and I shall hopefully see you all later. Cheers.